Hi, everybody. I hope you're okay. I know it's a tough time in our world with lots of uncertainties. And for now, I hope to be some form of certainty in your life that you're going to see these videos. As long as my producer and I can come to the studio, we're going to keep filming and do the best that we can. Today, I want to really encourage you and give you a bit of a wider angle lens into your journey and what your journey is all about. Oftentimes, I'm trying to give you help for the problems and the issues and the struggles that you're experiencing due to infidelity, whether you're betrayed or unfaithful. Today, I want to open up the camera lens, open up the angle a little bit, and help you have a vision, help you have an idea of how instrumental that you can be one day for other people that are going to go through this gut-wrenching awfulness. Pulling from my own story, okay, I was on stage, I was interfacing with thousands of people, I was traveling, I was speaking all over the place, and I really felt like I was changing people's lives. I felt like I was a blessing, like I was encouraging. I was able to be in the public eye, and it was really an incredible gift to be able to impact people's lives. Now, I come from faith, and so there's a slant with what I say in that. That's one of the reasons I'm so grateful to God for this opportunity to give back and to help you in your own journey. I'm incredibly grateful to Samantha and to God for moving in Samantha's life to give me another chance and to be a part of my life. When everything came out and my affair became public and I lost everything overnight, and that's the honest to God truth, I remember meeting with my mentor in a state that I had never been to, in a restaurant that I couldn't even tell you the name of it, but I can tell you where it was, I can tell you what it looked like, I can tell you what the booth felt like. And I remember talking to my mentor, and I finally asked him, and it wasn't this narcissistic, grandiose kind of I'm the man, but it was a genuine, vulnerable moment of confusion and vulnerability where I just said, do you think I could ever be used again to help people? And my mentor looked me square in the face and he said, if you get healthy, you'll be able to be used in a way that absolutely you have no clue. You can't even fathom how God will use you if you will get healthy and do the work. And I remember going, okay, whatever. He has to say that, right? Like he comes from faith too, and he's been through this, so he kind of has to say that, blah, blah, blah. And I just kind of was like, whatever. I just want my family to be salvaged. This awful crisis that's upon you is about more than just you. I'll never forget, ever, sitting in my office 2 days after everything came out. My kids at the time were 5, 4, and 6 weeks old. And my best friend, still the only guy that stayed today, called me and didn't really know, the best road to take. So he took the road of just kicking the living crap out of me over the phone. And I needed it. I deserved it. Certainly I deserved it, and worse. And I just remember he was unloading on me, and I knew that he loved me. And then he finally said something that just kind of stunned me, and he said, this is about more than you, Samuel. It's about those 3 little kids running around your house right now. And in that moment, yeah, I knew that it was more than just me, and I knew it was certainly about Samantha, but he knew a way to get to me. And he went right for my kids. And at that moment, I was like, man, he is so right. This is more than just me. This is more than just what I've lost and how I've messed up and the depravity and the suicidal thoughts that I'm having. This is about more than just the onslaught of depression that I'm experiencing. This is about my kids. How are they going to live? How are they going to grow up? How are they going to see me? How are they going to see Samantha? How are they going to see God? How are they going to see life and marriage and all those things? And it struck me at the core in that moment. I don't even think my buddy understood at the time how deep that went into my heart, my reasoning faculties, if you will. I'm always skeptical of the person that when they come to us as an organization or to me, and it's very early on, within a month or two, and they're like, this is so devastating and awful, but we're going to be used one day, so we really want to get healthy because we know that we're going to reach the masses and show them how to heal. I always kind of go, it's a little bit early to be so excited about how you're going to be used either by God or the universe to change people's lives. I always try and say, if that happens, awesome. What's more important is what you do right now. It's more important that you focus on getting the healing that you need, your spouse getting the healing that they need, and not rushing this whole thing. That's what I find to be imperative right now. Who cares how many people you reach one day if you don't do the work that you need to do right now? Now, I'm also skeptical, not as much as the first group I just mentioned, but I am also skeptical of the person that says, I'll never be used again. It's over. Forget it. I've lost so much. I'll never get that back. It's kind of a bent towards self-pity, self-hatred, feeling sorry for themselves, wallowing. I kind of go, because I did that. So I know so well what that means and what that feels like. And what I want to tell you is you have to understand. I want you to really hear this. There are other people depending upon your healing, either as an individual or as a couple. Because before we go any further in this video today, let me just tell you, even if you divorce, you are going to be used to help other people heal. Do you know how many divorced people there are out there who are looking for someone that can lead them and show them and give them guidance on how to get their own life back, their own self-image back, their own personal love and acceptance back? You know how many people are looking for someone who had to be divorced, but yet has chosen to heal and be healthy and not live in bitterness and resentment and hostility towards their spouse forever? Listen, it's vital that you heal, whether you save the marriage or just save yourself. That healing can change people's lives. I don't know if it'll be thousands. I don't know if it'll be millions. I don't know if it'll be just little families close to you. But I do know this, okay? If you don't come from faith, I know that you have the power to not waste your sorrows. You're not going through this for nothing. You're not going through this agony for nothing to just go through it. You're going through it so that you can heal, so that it can change you, make you a better person, absolutely, relate to people in a way that you maybe have never been able to relate to, and then to lead other people down the road of healing, down the road of restoration, down the road of being able to be okay with wherever they're at and love themselves again, maybe love their spouse again. Now, if you come from faith, I will tell you that God never wastes our sorrows. He never takes them and just wastes them and just has you go through stuff for no good reason, just to be able to say, yeah, I went through that. That was awful. No, God never wastes that. That never goes to waste. We're the ones that decide whether we come from faith or not. We decide whether or not this is a waste, whether or not we're going to stay this broken, angry, bitter person who lashes out at everybody because we didn't do the work that we needed to do to heal. Nobody can do our work for us. Nobody will feel sorry for us enough to replace us in our own work that we have to do. No one can do it for us. No one can push us to address and come face to face with trauma, with brokenness, with embarrassing decisions that we've made, with dark, dark memories and things that we've experienced. No one can make us do that. We have to do that. But here's the great thing. If we will do that, man, there's no telling what can be done with your life. There are books that can be written. There are plays, there are musicals, there are movies inside of you that can be written and produced because you healed. Yes, I don't know where you're at, I don't know what country you're in, but I know that you have meaning and value. You are important. You're not going through this for nothing, but you have to decide that you will make this journey worth it. You have to decide whether or not you will do the work so that what comes out of your life, whether it is a book, a movie, or a musical, play, whatever, you have to decide what's going to come out of you. Is it going to be a bunch of really bitter and angry stuff because you never really healed? Or will it be true beauty? Yes, there will be sorrow because this was a sorrowful journey, but it'll be beautiful because it's coming out of a healed heart, a heart that doesn't have anything to prove, a heart that's not still angry and lashing out, a heart that's not trying to show everybody, a heart that's just like, I want to give back and I want to help other people heal because I too have healed. As we close today, I'm going to tell you one quick story that ruins me every time. Now, if you come from faith, this will be easy. If you don't come from faith or are agnostic or atheist, I completely respect that. I'm not going to ask you to believe. I'm not going to ask you to do anything other than maybe indulge me and listen to the story because I think the story paints a picture of what I'm saying. So it's Resurrection Sunday. A group of people have come to the empty tomb. They've found Jesus in the tomb, and they're kind of awestruck, like, what? And Jesus says to them, it's in the book of Mark, you can read the story later. Jesus says, Jesus is risen from the dead. Go and tell his disciples and Peter too. In this moment, Peter was the guy that denied Jesus 3 times. Peter was the guy that hid his face and said, I don't know Jesus. Peter messed up big time. I think if you read through the Gospels, you understand Peter wrestled with a lot of just absolute discouragement, hopelessness, and self-hatred for his mistakes. And Jesus in this moment says, hey, go and tell the disciples and Peter too. My connection for you today is you may have messed up your life. You may be like Peter, you may be like Sam, who completely just pulled the pin out of the grenade and laid on it with his own choices. But I can tell you, I can promise you, with every ounce of my being, your life is not over, you are not a waste. You still have meaning and purpose. Your life can still make such an enormous difference. It may make an enormous difference just for your own little family, or more families than you can count. I hope, I pray that you'll get healthy, whatever that means. I hope you will take care of yourself. I hope, even though you're a Peter like me, who maybe have blown it, you're not forgotten. You're not left out. Get healthy today.